Hello, this is an exciting time of this lesson to where you're able to bring about opportunity to assess your congregation. Please understand there is no weak church. We don't have any pointing fingers. We just want to begin somewhere. Assessment it helps you find out where you are, and when you make your strategic plan, you'll be able to follow it to get to the goal that you have. You can't go nowhere until you first find out where you are. It's very important to understand that concept. The congregational assessment is designed to help each church evaluate how to engage and how to carry out the five functions. So after reading each statement, mark the box that most accurately describes the current state of your congregation. Please note, each statement may not perfectly describe your congregation. Use your best judgment to make an objective assessment. What's going to happen is I'm going to ask you to pause this video, and then once you're done going through all of these five assessment tools as a group, I want you to bring me back on. Just start the same video, and we'll continue discussing the process of getting to your goal. Amen? So just stop it at this time. Thank you. Well, now we're back. I hope that you've enjoyed the assessment, the discussion that you had. I wanted to go now and understand. I hope you understand something here, but that it's not about not knowing or knowing how functioning or healthy or how healthy our church is. You may be very healthy. Praise God. And the healthiness, as we stated before, there are certain techniques or traits of a healthy church. And those healthy churches understood they're operating with the usual five functions. You can call them how you want to call them in the past, but they're all operating in some form or another, either strong or weak, but they're all operating in your church because it's mandated, kind of created by God at the beginning 2,000 years ago. But here's some questions to ask. What did your group list as your strongest area? And how about the weakest area? And from the study, I've gleaned, and they have stated that most churches that they have been involved in this rebooting or revitalizing or doing the Acts 2 journey is they're strong in worship and strong in fellowship. Those are the two areas that they're most primarily strong in. And overwhelmingly, the weakest areas is evangelism. And that is so prominent. And friends, it's not because you're bad. It's because there isn't a vision that's being accomplished, or your core values have not directed you in the direction of evangelism. People are afraid if you're going to overrun yourself with evangelism, that's all we do. No. There is a organic development, friends, that as you implement the five-function church, these organically will be developed healthy-wise. Because if you are truly discipling, mentoring, evangelism is going to be consciously and unconsciously developed. But we must move beyond the Sunday morning service and once in a while fellowship to move to that area where we are doing what God's called us to do. Not make converts, but to make disciples. Amen? That's the ultimate goal, is that we make progress in all of the areas that we are in weakness and we are in strength. We need to improve, and as time goes by, we will find ourselves excited. At this time, I want to go into the area of creating a dream statement. And then we'll close and start up on a vision. A dream statement is God has a plan for each and every church, and we want to help church leaders find that plan and fulfill it. No church has a future unless it has a dream. Dreams are only programs okay? Unless you anoint it and it comes from heaven. I want to go back to that always. Never just have a program, because programs are things that aren't genetically and organically developed. They are just things, okay, I bring this over here and make it happen. No, it needs to be a dream that we have in the future. Something that's unattainable on our own. We need God to establish. No dream is any good if we can do it on our own. They must be only obtained by the power of God. So leadership teams who engage in the Acts 2 process, working, praying, and dreaming through it together will change churches. So this dream together as a team, you will get together and you want to have a dream for your church. Now, Pastor, if you have elders and leaders in your church, let them dream with you. Put it together with yours. Because when you do it together, they can communicate it together. God's dreams for your church always involves people. And creating a dream statement is a helpful first step, identifying or clarifying God's vision for your congregation. So a dream is what you imagine and you ask God, Lord, what is it that I would see in this community where my church is located? Lord, what is your dream? I have a dream for my ministry. I'm 65 and I have a dream for what I am wanting to do, and God is fulfilling it little by little. And God is giving us the resources and the ability to do so. And I'm creating a team of people to help us do this. It's just a wonderful thing to do. And I pray that we can fulfill God's dream for what I have, the vision that God's given me through Arise Shine. The steps below now will help you create a dream statement. Now, make this dream statement as you pray, as you get together. Discovering the dreamscape for the vision. You see, from the dream, you create the vision. Vision is the dream of the church that is given by God. Dreaming big can provide the beginning points for finding God's vision for your church. Discuss the following now for each of the 5 functions of the church. Now, that means each function. So connect. What do you dream? As you look back on what connect is, what is your dream for connect? Connect. I dream of a church where fellowship, hospitality is what? Center? Whatever God dreams for you. Connect. I dream of a church where fellowship, hospitality is created, etc. That God is connected and horizontal relationships are developed. Grow. I dream of a church where discipleship, what? Is essential. Whatever your dream is, that your church will become a church that you will grow. And then serve. I dream of a church where a gift-oriented ministry is. And go. I dream of a church where evangelism is. And worship. I dream of a church where worship is what? Enthusiastic. Is a lifestyle. Now, then begin to brainstorm that you associate with each function. This is not your vision. This is your beginning stage of a dream, which will develop into your vision. This is not your vision, I should say. Some examples are provided for connect, welcome, connections, community, grow, teaching, growth tracks, challenging, accountability. Serve is servant-hearted, a church where we are servant-hearted, empowered, trained. Go, marketplace evangelism, compassion ministries, generous ministry, relationships, life-changing. And then worship, alive and vibrant, life-changing, transformation, all-encompassing. Now, use the words you come up with to begin crafting a 1 or 2 sentence dream statement for each of the 5 functions below. As a senior pastor leading a team, you would continue working to finalize these dream statements together with your team. So at this time, I'd ask you to go ahead and stop this video, do this dream statement exercise, and come back for the next lesson. That will be video number 6. And at that time, we'll begin creating our vision statement. And we'll take plenty of time for that one alone. God bless you.